What if the healthy snack you've been trusting for years is just sugar in disguise? Not obvious sugar, not a candy wrapper, but a cute little fruit cup with words like natural and light printed right on the front. We're exposing 6 of them today, the ones that are basically candy with a fruit label slapped on, and then we'll show you 3 that actually hold up. Stick around because a few of these are ones most parents grab every single week without thinking twice. Number 1, Del Monte Fruit Cups in Flavored Gel. First up, Del Monte Fruit Cups in Flavored Gel. The word fruit is right there on the front, big and friendly, but what's actually holding that fruit together isn't juice or water. It's gel, and gel is just sugar and artificial dye that's been thickened, so it looks like food. Flip the cup over and read the ingredient list. It reads closer to a Jell-O cup than anything from a produce aisle. The peach or cherry inside is real, but it's sitting in a sugar-thickened, artificially colored bath, and that bath is what you're mostly eating. Those red and yellow dyes show up in products aimed directly at kids, and research has studied links between those dyes and hyperactivity in children. Fruit is just the garnish here. Number 2, Dole Fruit Bowls in Syrup or Gel. Dole practically owns the image of fresh fruit in most people's heads, so grabbing a Dole fruit bowl feels like a smart call. That trust is exactly what the syrup and gel versions are living off of. The branding on those bowls looks almost identical to the 100% juice versions, but they're a completely different product. Syrup versions carry added sugar that doesn't exist in the fruit naturally, and your body processes that added sugar the same way it handles a soft drink. Light syrup sounds responsible, but light just means less syrup, not no syrup. You're still pouring refined sugar on top of fruit that already contains natural sugar. The sunny pineapple imagery on the front doesn't change what's sitting in the liquid at the bottom of that cup. Number 3, Great Value Mixed Fruit Cups, Cherry/Artificial Blends. Store brands save you money, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Great Value Mixed Fruit Cups, especially the cherry blends, are where the savings stop making sense. Those cherries aren't fresh cherries. They're maraschino style, which means they started as real cherries, got bleached to strip out the natural color and flavor, then got soaked in sugar syrup and re-dyed with artificial red coloring. What's left is essentially a cherry-shaped candy sitting in your kid's fruit cup. And some varieties sweeten the whole thing with high fructose corn syrup, one of the most processed forms of sugar available, with regular consumption linked to insulin resistance over time. Practical and nutritious aren't the same thing, and this cup is closer to a dessert than a fruit serving. Number 4, Libby's Fruit Cups and Heavy Syrup. Libby's at least tells you what's in it. Heavy syrup right there on the label, no fine print required. But calling it honest doesn't make it a good idea. That syrup doesn't just sit around the fruit waiting to be drained off. It absorbs into the fruit's cell structure during processing. So the sugar is in the fruit now, not just around it. And because heat processing breaks down fiber, that sugar hits your bloodstream faster than the sugar in a fresh piece of fruit would. Libby's built its name on genuinely useful pantry staples going back to the 1800s. Water-packed canned fruit preserves just as well and skips the sugar entirely. Heavy syrup exists because sweet sells, not because the fruit needed it. Number 5, Seneca Mixed Fruit Cups, Added Sweeteners. Seneca doesn't have the name recognition that the bigger brands do, and that's actually the problem. When fewer people are watching, fewer people are flipping the cup over to read what's in it. Some Seneca fruit cup varieties use corn syrup solids as a sweetener, and that's not the same thing as the natural sugar in a piece of fruit. Corn syrup solids are dehydrated corn syrup, concentrated glucose that your body absorbs fast because there's no fiber slowing it down. The total sugar number on the nutrition label won't tell you that. It just shows you a number. The fruit mix itself changes based on what's cheapest to source, so what you're getting nutritionally can shift from batch to batch without the label ever changing. Number 6, Del Monte Light. Fruit cups, artificial sweeteners plus flavoring. Light feels like a win. You grabbed the lighter version, skipped the sugar, made the smarter call. But Del Monte Light fruit cups didn't remove the problem. They just swapped it out for a different one. To cut the sugar, they added artificial sweeteners and synthetic flavoring. And research shows artificial sweeteners can confuse your body's appetite signals. because they trigger your sweetness receptors without delivering any calories. So your body expects something that never arrives and pushes back with more cravings later. You thought you were being disciplined, but your body didn't get that memo. That added flavoring is doing the job that real fruit juice does in a clean cup. It's a chemical approximation of freshness, not actual fruit. And 3 that are actually fresh. The cups that actually hold up, Dole's 100% juice bowls, Del Monte's 100% juice cups, and fresh cut fruit, all share one thing. Fruit is the actual product, not a prop for something sweeter. Number 7, Dole No Sugar Added Fruit Bowls, 100% juice. Now we get to the ones that actually hold up, and Dole's No Sugar Added Fruit Bowls packed in 100% juice led that list. No corn syrup, no artificial colors, no synthetic sweeteners, no flavoring agents. The liquid in the cup is 100% fruit juice, so the sugar you're getting came from the fruit and the juice itself, nothing got added on top. That matters because your body handles naturally occurring fruit sugar differently than it handles refined sweeteners. Fruit juice still contains sugar, and that's worth saying plainly, but it also carries trace vitamins and natural compounds from the fruit, and fewer things were done to it to get it into that cup. Heat processing reduces some nutrients, yes, but at least nobody poured corn syrup in afterward. Number 8, Del Monte Fruit Cups and 100% juice, no sugar added. Del Monte makes the worst cup on this list and one of the better ones, and that range within a single brand tells you something. They know how to do this right, they just don't always bother. The 100% juice cups carry no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors. The ingredient list is short enough to read in 5 seconds, and the preservative they use is ascorbic acid, which is just vitamin C. It prevents spoilage and actually adds something your body uses. That's a different category from the synthetic preservatives in the bad cups. Some people worry about trace lead levels in packaged fruit, and that's fair. Rotating between different fruits and not eating these daily keeps any exposure well within a reasonable range. Number 9, Fresh Cut Fruit Cups, store-made or homemade. Fresh cut fruit wins this list by a wide margin, and the reason is simple. Nothing was done to it. The fiber is intact, the cell structure is intact, and the sugar sits inside the fruit exactly the way it grew, surrounded by water and micronutrients that slow down how fast it hits your blood. The practical problems are real, though. Fresh cut fruit doesn't last more than a few days. It needs to stay cold. And deli counter cross-contamination is a genuine risk when store food handling gets sloppy. Buy from busy stores with high turnover and keep it refrigerated. Packaged fruit cups are a convenience category. The good ones are a reasonable backup when fresh isn't available, but backup is exactly what they are. 6 of these cups use the word fruit to sell you gel, syrup, artificial dye, and corn syrup. Those aren't fruit ingredients. They're processing decisions made to cut costs and hit a sweetness level that keeps you buying. The cups that actually hold up, Dole's 100% juice bowls, Del Monte's 100% juice cups, and fresh cut fruit, all share one thing. Fruit is the actual product, not a prop for something sweeter. So next time you're at the store, flip the cup over before it goes in the cart. If the liquid isn't 100% juice or water, put it back. Subscribe because the packaged food aisle runs this same label trick on a lot more than just fruit cups.